Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to finish part 2 of Homegrown Butterflies, and we will continue with our guest reader. So today you're going to watch this slideshow of part 2 of Homegrown Butterflies, and then you're going to complete the questions on today's assignment on slides 6 and 7. All right, let me go to presentation mode. And here we go. So our vocabulary for this week again: disappear, to stop existing or become extinct; protect, to defend or harm; harming, doing harm or hurting; supply, an amount of something needed or available for use; capture, to catch or hold; enclosure, a place that is surrounded by fence or walls on all sides. We're going to finish part 2 of Homegrown Butterflies. Remember, it's looking at expository text, which is informational. And a lot of times in expository informational text, they're informing or giving us information and facts about something. Usually it's a new topic that you don't know very much about, or it could be even a person that you don't know very much about. Informational. And this week we're really working on details from the story and how that helps us draw conclusions. Why did they go about building this butterfly garden, and how much work did they do, and one step after another. Every little bit of detail from the story helps us draw a conclusion about what we believe about their work and how they went about doing this. So it helps us formulate an opinion because it's giving us factual information, and it helps us also draw a conclusion about, what did this take and what kind of people did this and what benefit was it for everyone. Okay, a lot of things this week: details, conclusions, and then just the basic thing of informational expository text. So a little recap: Homegrown Butterflies. People in Barra del Colorado needed to make money. One way of what they were doing was to destroy the rainforests. Brent Davies, a scientist, wants to protect the rainforest, so he comes up with a plan to raise and sell butterflies. Brent works with students and decides to clean up a schoolyard, plant flowers that will attract butterflies, and build an enclosure for the caterpillars. All right.
Raising butterflies. Butterflies from the forest flew to the garden to feed on the flowers. Brent taught the children how to capture the butterflies and take them into the enclosure. There, the butterflies laid tiny eggs on the special plants. Brent also taught the children how to find caterpillars and eggs. Some eggs are no bigger than the period at the end of this sentence. The kids learned to lift up leaves and look around the plants. They put the eggs and caterpillars they found into special feeding boxes. That way they could make sure the insects got plenty to eat. Caption: 2 handfuls of owl butterfly caterpillars are moved to a feeding box. Caption: after caterpillars turn into pupae, they are packed into boxes and shipped to zoos. Caption: blue morpho butterflies are best sellers. Their wings have eye spots on the underside, but the top side is bright blue. In the boxes, the caterpillars fattened up on leaves. Then they turned into pupae. The kids picked the pupae just as if they were picking a crop. They let some of the pupae turn into butterflies, and they put those back into the rainforest, but they sold the other pupae. Today, the farm sells about 250 pupae every month. The money that's earned goes to the school for materials and equipment. The first thing the kids bought was a ceiling fan so their schoolroom wouldn't be so hot. The best news is that some adults in the village have started doing what the kids have done, making farms for butterflies. They've learned from the kids how to use the forest without harming it. Caption: The bottom blue morpho butterfly has just crawled out of its pupae case. The top one has been out for half an hour.
All right. 2 questions here. What are 2 things the children did to take care of their caterpillars? You're going to answer that. And after the caterpillars turn into pupae, what did they do with them? As a hint, it was back on the page 200. And then it tells us that each month about 200 pupae were sold. Where does the money go that is earned? What do they do with that money? Okay, those are your 2 slides to work on. Now, let's finish the story.
Caption: Kids in San Pasqual, California, gather eggs from plants outside their butterfly farm's enclosure. Meanwhile, back home, people at the San Diego Wild Animal Park helped start the butterfly farm in Costa Rica. Then they had another wild idea. Why not start this kind of farm at home in California? They asked students at San Pasqual Union Elementary School if they wanted to get involved. People at the school agreed to do the same thing as the villagers in Costa Rica. Kids and adults set up a butterfly garden and an enclosed area. Some of the money they earn pays for special things for their school, such as science equipment. Students from California have started writing to the students in Costa Rica about their butterfly businesses. Both groups of kids feel great about what they're doing for nature. Caption: Charlie Hanscom is just one of the kids raising money for San Pasqual Union Elementary School by helping with the butterfly farm. Okay, so you learned a lot today about, or in the last 2 days, about Barra del Colorado, that village in Costa Rica, and how people, children, and parents and teachers got together to help here from the United States. All right, now go back to slides 6 and 7 and answer your questions. Bye for now.